Banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man. My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Shout out to everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. Boom, boom. We out here, man. 33 years of prison stories. We rolling. Appreciate everybody, man, who been rocking with me with the Vlad interviews and all of that, man. Big love to you. Appreciate everybody who went to the other channels. They should be in the description, man, so y'all go check them out. You know, Banky Pound, Prison Fitness, Pure Deliciousness, boom, and Living Life After Life podcast. We out here, man. We rolling. We trying to make it happen. We trying to spread this positive energy. So y'all go rock with me, man. Today, as always, conversation brought up this topic, man. It just made me feel like I wanted to share this with y'all. I ain't sure what the title gonna be yet as I'm making this video, but I know it's gonna be somewhere down the lines of these prison couples, man. And when I say prison couples, I'm talking about COs. I'm talking about officers. I'm talking about the dynamics that go on in there with that situation in itself is something to deal with. You know, you got man, I done seen so many of them, man. I'm talking about you know, captains married to COs, counselors married to lieutenants, officer married to officer, girlfriend is work there. All of these type of dynamics I've seen in prison, man, and it's crazy because, you know, it's really detrimental to the convict, to the inmate, because whenever you got one of them females that work there and she married to the dude who worked there, then whenever you have an issue or a problem with her, then you're going to turn around and be targeted by her husband or vice versa. You see what I'm saying? So why do they allow this to go on? I never understood, you know, why would they even put them on the same institution? You know, but they do it. They do it a lot, you know what I'm saying? And then a lot of them occur while they own the institution. They get together, end up becoming a couple, end up married or whatever. But the situation always the same, man. You know what I'm saying? In a way, it's expected because, you know, dude gonna take up for his wife or vice versa. But when you notice, why would you put them in a institution like this? Whereas to, you know, that will affect, you know, the way they do their job. You know what I'm saying? What dude gonna be there around his wife and have somebody have issue with his wife and he not say nothing about it? You know what I'm saying? So they know these things, and yet in turn, like I say, it happens on every institution I've been on. And it usually turn out bad for the convict one way or another. You know, I know many incidents, man, where it got real ugly because of what a female officer might have said and then how her husband might have reacted, you know. And it works both ways. I've seen officer approach another male officer because the female officer, which is his wife, has said something about how the male officer spoke to her. So I've seen male officers almost come to blows over this, all this domestic stuff going on inside of a prison that's supposed to be ran professionally, and they supposed to be the people that's there to safeguard our life. You know what I'm saying? But yet at the same time, they have more soap operas going on within the administration than anything else, man. I mean, it's like everybody in there, you know, it seems like allegedly that everybody in there got some type of boo thing at work. You know what I'm saying? Somebody that they mess with at work, or their work boyfriend or their work girlfriend or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, it be going on deep in there, man. And I can remember one of the craziest incidents, man, when I was up there at Wallace Ridge, you know, up there in no man's land, or should I say, no black or browns man land, you know, and they had this dude up there. He used to be a notorious gunner, you know, and I done told y'all what that gunning is, so y'all need to go back and watch them videos. You should know what gunning is if you a real TBP fan. But he was a notorious gunner, and being up on Wallace Ridge or Red Onion and places like that, that gunning game is dangerous, you know, really dangerous, because, you know, them dudes up there, they don't even like your kind. They don't even like you, period. So if they think you doing something, you know, to one of them females up there, or trying to entice one of them females up there, or making any type of advances, let alone sexual advances towards them females up there, then man, you putting your life at risk up there messing with them people, for sure. And this dude was known for it, man. So I guess one day he felt like he was gonna be doing what he was doing to one of the female officers that worked there, and her husband is a sergeant, right? So instead of her doing what she should have done, if she felt like he was doing something disrespectful or doing something that was outside of the guidelines of the rules and regulations, she should have went ahead and wrote him a charge and did whatever it is that she had to do. But instead, she goes and tells her husband, who is a sergeant, but he's not a sergeant of the building that we're in. And man, before you know it, man, when we go in for count, they come in after the count, man, about 8 deep, you know. The sergeant, some other sergeants and everything, they come up in there and they go straight to his cell. They bust his cell door open, man, and they go up in that joint and they beat the brakes off of him, man. And from my cell, I was in the first cell, and the cell that he was in was straight across from me over to the side. But I could see directly in the cell when the door's open. So when the door is open, they got the door open. They in there, they just punishing them, man. I mean, they just walked straight in, didn't even say nothing or nothing. Just, you know, you heard muffled words, but you could just imagine what they were saying. Just grabbed them by the neck, man, threw them up on the desk. They started pummeling them. Boom, boom, boom. They all beating them, kicking them, stomping them. He all down on the ground, trying to fight back, trying to get up, trying to, you know, protect himself. They stomp him, they beat him, you know, they roll him over, cuff him up, beat him some more. Man, dude started banging on the door like, get off that dude, man, get off. We see you in there. We know what you're doing. They banging on the door and everything. Man, they brutalized him in there. And then on top of that, they take the man's TV, which is the big ticket item that you got. I may have spoke on this in one of them videos. And they pour water in the man's TV. They pour water in his TV to ensure that when he got out of his whole segregation that his TV won't work. So he would have to purchase another TV, you know, and that's how vicious they was up there, man, period. But they did that knowing that this dude is the husband. Why would, you know what I'm saying, that should be right there. That's a conflict of interest. They let the man, the woman who he was accused of you know, gunning, they let her hit her husband come in there with his crew and beat the man up. And do you think they was held accountable for that? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Not even close. You know what I'm saying? They got away with it as they do with everything up there. And, you know, as most officers get away with whatever they do when they do it, you know, because their word against your word is mud. You know, they supposed to have a video camera where they go in that cell anytime that they got to extract somebody from that cell. They supposed to have a video camera. They supposed to have an officer with a video camera filming everything that happens for those reasons, for lawsuit reasons or whatever. They never have it. And then if they do have it, they have it cut off and act like they filming it. Because dudes be like, where the camera at? Where the camera at? They act like they filming it and they have it cut off. They ain't doing nothing. And then if they do, they wait to start filming it after they got the cuffs on you, after you already beat up, after you already, you know, done took all these, you know, that's what they do. You know, so, yeah, but I remember that incident, man, vividly. Because I remember when the dude came out of the hole and He told everybody about, what they were saying to him. He told them about them putting the water in his TV. He had grievances in. He had to buy a new TV. Man, them people ain't gonna pay for their TV. They gonna say it was broke when you got locked up. All this, man. They took his commissary, threw his commissary away. You know what I'm saying? They ruffled all through his property, mixed all his mail up, ripped some of his letters, ripped some of his pictures up. Man, poured baby oil all on his stuff. Man, them people is vicious. You know what I'm saying? Vicious. And he said that the female CO's husband, the sergeant, was telling him all the time, oh, so you wanna pull your penis out, huh? You wanna pull your D out, huh? You want, yeah, mop, just punching him. All while he got handcuffs on. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, man, this is the things that go on. That alone in itself is wrong. But the dynamics of how it happened, because this was the man's wife, it's even more wrong. Because if you knew that, why would you even have your wife working in a facility like that when you know what's going on in there? Let alone why would the administration have them working there like that, knowing that they're a married couple and something like this could possibly happen? Those are questions no one asks in the system, you know what I'm saying? Those are things that no one on the street really knows what goes on in there like that. And I've seen that over the years many a times on many different institutions, husband and wife dynamics where, that husband gonna target you if his wife says anything, anything, man. I mean, the institution that I just left alone, the one that I made parole on out of way, they had one of the worst lieutenants up there. Well, he was the worst lieutenant up there on the whole compound. And his wife ended up getting the job where she was the librarian. Now, this lieutenant is known for being just a straight super RoboCop, man. I mean, when they say his name, you already know what time it is. He comes in the block, he looking for anything wrong. He sniffing all his cells, make sure he don't smell no wine. If he think he do, he gonna bust the door, shake you down. He wanna pat you down on the boulevard, make sure you ain't got no contraband on you. He come shake down cells at the middle of the night, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, surprise shakedowns. I mean, he just vicious. He all on it. And his wife ended up getting the job in the library. She became the yeah. This couple was weird, man, because they were married, but they were young. They were married. I think both of them came out of the military, and you could tell where they wear the hat. They wore the hat real down low, and both of them, was in shape. The female, his wife, she had a nice body. She was not a bad looking woman, but she was super nasty, man. I mean, she was mean as a rattlesnake. She talked vicious to you. She talked nasty to you. She talked short with you. She didn't want to have a conversation like you was beneath her. She write you a charge for anything you do, anything you say. You make a cuss word, she gonna write a vulgar language charge. You get smart with her. She gonna say you threaten her. You walk up to her to explain something. She gonna say you approaching her in a threatening manner. She was just writing charge after charge after charge. The husband, he walked around with his little chest poked out, act like he was a tough guy, you know what I'm saying? Because he had a little size on him, a little short dude, but he had size on him, you could tell he was in shape or whatnot. But he always act like a tough guy, always, same way, nasty, you know what I'm saying? Should not be working in no institution with them type of dispositions. But they got a whole lot of them there. But the rumor was that he used to beat her. He be beating her. She come to work. That's why she had her head pulled down. She might have a black eye or, a swollen lip or something. Dude saying the rumors was that officers will spread rumors about other officers too. Officers will tell you business, especially if they don't like you. They going to drop that little stuff in the inmate ear and then it's going to spread like wildfire. That'll be the ammunition that a dude will use against the COs when they treat them bad, because it ain't nothing you can really do. You can only verbally, assault them. You can't physically assault them, or you go into a courtroom somewhere and get some more time. They got the right to physically assault you because, that's their job, you know what I'm saying? But dudes will take the information that they get and use it against them officers, verbally, when they trying to, handle them or whatever, they'll say whatever they got to say to try to get under their skin. So dudes used to always tell her, yeah, when she started writing up charges, say, yeah, that's why your husband whooping you, woo, woo, woo. Now, I'm not saying that was right or wrong. I'm saying it was get back for the way she treated, the population, right? Now, the crazier dynamic about that is that out of all the charges she will write for any and everything you do, there's one charge that she would not write, right? And it puzzled people at first until we got more information. Dudes would gun her. They would gun her down. They would pull that thing out on her in a second, you know what I'm saying, because they didn't like her. Now, she would never write that charge. She see these dudes, she know she would not write that charge, but what she will do is find another charge to write on you. Say you cussed at her, say you did this. So dudes was puzzled about that. Some dudes that their mind is already gone in prison, they'll say, oh, she ain't gonna write that because she like it, she wanna see it, but they already just out there. But a rational thinking dude would say, man, that's peculiar. You know what I'm saying? This lady write charges for everything. This lady is super cop. Why won't she do that? So then, rumor came down too, probably from another officer, say, oh, she ain't gonna write them type of charges because then her husband gonna whoop her when she get home because he gonna feel like she was in there, watching dudes do that. Even though that may not have been the case. Obviously, she was not with it because she wrote a charge on it, but they were saying he ain't gonna see it like that. So she was scared to write that type of charge because she ain't want to deal with what she had to deal with her husband because he was abusive. And then the first thing he gonna say is, oh, you in there doing this, doing that. So now you got the husband, he mean, and he nasty too. So dudes got to shoot verbal, bullets at him. So when he come at them with all this and this foolishness, they'll say, oh yeah, don't worry about it. I'm in the building with your wife. That's why I'm gonna go right in there and get in that shower. She like watching that shower. Woo woo. So now he, at a fit of rage. But that's what a dude is saying. The only thing he supposed to be able to do, job wise, you know what I'm saying, with his job description is to write you a charge. But that ain't even really a charge because the dude saying that's not even a charge as long as he don't use any profanity, any cuss words. By him saying, yeah, I'm going to get in that shower on your wife, that's not nothing he can really write, so he can only be angry. But what would he do? They say he would go home and take that anger out on his wife. You understand? So that was a crazy, so you talking about domestic violence and everything going on right there in the workplace that they all know about because the officers are spreading the rumor, but they don't do nothing about it. You see what I'm saying? And then these people will come to work and take that out on who? Us, the lowest on the totem pole. We get all the wreck from everybody. Whatever is going on in their personal life, they mad, they got problems going, they gonna take it out on us. Because why? We can't do nothing about it. Why? We the whipping post. Yeah, my husband beat me at home, and I'm gonna give you a charge. I'm gonna make your life miserable today. And that's all we can do. That's all we can do because anything we do to protest, anything we do to say, nah, boo, 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 then that's even another charge. Now you being aggressive. Now you going to the hole. Now you getting transferred. Now you threatening an officer. Now you approaching the officer in a threatening manner. All of that is coming at you. Because ain't nobody trying to hurt. Hey, the officer mad at something else. I ain't do nothing to her. She came. I went up there, asked for a request for him. She told me, get away from that booth. It's your job to give me a request for. Well, I said get away from that booth. So I can't get a request for. I'm going to write you up. I'm going to write you up. You keep coming up here, I'm going to write you up. Write me up for what? Boom. Slam this slide in your face. You know what I'm saying? What you going to do? Then, some dudes is not on the thinking level. They might just get so mad they might cuss out. You slam this slide on me, you B, you and start cussing out. Now she writing the charge on you. See what I'm saying? She done played you straight out the pocket. But when you talk to the lieutenant or the watch commander, you saying, man, I went up there to ask for a request for him. She slammed the slide in my face. I'm, what I'm saying? She talking to me like that, so I talk. They ain't trying to hear none of that. First thing they gonna say, man, my officer's professional. They ain't do that. Nah, my officers don't do that. Why they don't? Why they don't? They professional. Why? Because they work here? Because they got a uniform on? Because they got a badge on? Are they human? Do you think they are above pettiness? You think they are above larceny, flammery, skullduggery, tomfoolery? You think they're above that because they got a uniform on? You not even above that. You not even above being petty because you don't like a convict or inmate because he look at you one way, or he say something about you, or he buck at what you say, or he disagree with you. You ain't even above that. Why would you say your officer's above that? But that's the type of treatment that you gonna have to deal with when you incarcerated, man. And then, like I say, if her husband finds out anything that he comes in the block sometime when he don't even work in there, he don't even supposed to be in that building. When you don't even work in the building, you don't even supposed to come in the building. He comes in the building to act like he making rounds or just looking around, but in actuality, he just checking on his wife. You see what I'm saying? Now, all of these dynamics create more problems for the people who in there serving time, but they ain't got no other choice but to deal with it because this is what's going on in there. You understand? So, yeah, man, them prison love affairs and them prison marriages and them prison couples, man, it ain't nothing but trouble for the incarcerated souls. Cause whatever they got going on, you gonna end up getting caught in the mix of it. You gonna end up getting caught in between it, and you gonna be catching it from both ends. Because if one of them don't like you, then the other one ain't gonna like you. Very rare when you got one of them that don't like you, that the other one, step in and intervene and check her or check him and kill the whole thing and try to tell people, look, this your job, be professional. Very rarely did that happen. Normally they're going to pick sides, and the side they're going to pick is with each other. And then that side is with the administration. So the side you on is already the losing team. And the only one that don't know that is you, if you can't think. Because you cannot beat them. You can't beat them at their game. They're going to take up for each other. And their word is always going to be greater and stronger than yours. So it's something to deal with, man. When you in there, most definitely it is something to deal with. But that's what the dynamics is in prison when you dealing with these type of situations, man. You got them couples in there, and I think it's bad for the institution. I think it's unprofessional. I think they get away with it just because they can. And then you have some of them, they mess with the big boys. I've been on institutions where the major was married to a CO, and the CO was, she had probably the best body on the whole institution. So dudes, they in there, they without, and they look at her, and she looked nice. She was a nice looking woman. Everybody is saying something to her. Now her husband is the major. That's like, third, fourth in command on the whole institution. He can have you twist up like a pretzel all up in a whole lot of foolishness, you know what I'm saying? But she just so happened to be a person with a decent disposition. She won't nasty. She won't, full of herself. She wasn't like trying to handle inmates or whatnot. But he was a different breed of animal. You know what I'm saying? And all he got to do is snap his fingers, and you going to take a beat down, or you going to the hole, boom, or you getting transferred up off of that institution. He can get you transferred the next morning. You understand me? So this just how it is, man. Another part of doing time, and another thing that you have to deal with when you incarcerated. You have no say so over what, going to happen to you today, tomorrow, the next day, next week, next month. Either by way of being out there on that yard, or being out there in that block, or either by way of the administration. You have no say so with what's going to go down that day. Only thing you have to do is be prepared, be ready to deal with any and everything, because that's a possibility each and every day. Each and every day, some foolishness can come to you from either side. You understand? And that's why it's exhausting doing time. That's why it's draining doing time. That's why it's, like I say, it's mental warfare just as well as it's physical warfare. Because you have to be prepared on all issues, man. And I'm telling you from experience, it's draining. At the end of the day, you feel drained. Yeah, it's mentally draining, man. It's mentally draining. At the end of the day, you be just so drained from what you had to put out energy-wise, to make it through that day. with all the different things that you're going to have to experience and go through, man, and duck and avoid. And, you know, it's just draining, man. Prison is draining in itself. You know, it's draining you out of your life, your energy, your youth, everything, you know. So, yeah, man. But anyway, I just wanted to drop that on y'all. As always, you know, let me know your comments, man. In the comments, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think about this video. Share this video if you think it need to be shared with someone who you think need to hear it. Y'all stay safe out there. Be smart. Make good decisions. And I will be right back at y'all in a minute. As I remind y'all again, man, if you got something or you sent something in my P.O. box, I will be going to check that soon. I will start opening up P.O. boxes and packages on videos, and we'll be thanking them people, man, because a lot of people have sent me a lot of great stuff since I've been out, man, and I appreciate each and every one of y'all, and I want to celebrate y'all, and I want to give y'all the props and the thanks that you deserve. So y'all can find my P.O. box in my description. Y'all can find the links to my other channels in the description. Y'all go check it out. Come rock with me. Hold me down. We still on the road to 100K. Why we are not there, I have no idea. If YouTube is doing some flammery, some tomfoolery, some larceny or something, I'm going to get to the bottom of it eventually, you know. But right now, I feel like we should be at 100, 200, 300K because I feel like we got the best prison content on this YouTube, you know, because we are authentic, we are genuine, and we are a nation. We TBP Nation, and we spreading that positive energy, man. We doing it the positive way. Let them do it their way. We doing it the positive way. So I appreciate all y'all rocking with me, man. I appreciate everybody who tune in every night. I do this every night because I feel like y'all are watching, and I feel like y'all want this content. So as long as I feel that way, man, I'm going to keep on trying to put this content out because I wanted to spread. I wanted to go places that it need to go. I wanted to reach people that it need to reach. So y'all spread the word. You know, tell a friend to come over here and hit that subscribe button, hit that notification button, and let's get it rolling in 2023. Y'all be safe, be smart, make good decisions, man, and I'll be back at y'all in a minute. And as always, bang, 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 boom, duck them hooks, man. Now, you may not be able to duck a Banky Pound hook, but you can duck them street hooks.
The Banky special. Yeah. Pure delicious. Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young. I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.